Still recovering from it.
Dylan,
Oh,
is the assistant tech director?
Yeah.
right, getting the meeting on.
Neither his mom nor I have heard from the state since Tuesday.
All right, good morning.
I kid you not.
So in attendance, we had Matt McGinnis, Tom Warren, Sean Gagan, Mark Eastman, Jim Boothby, and Emily Fitzgerald. Andy might be joining us via Zoom. Just sent him the link this morning. Haven't heard from Bill. Rich has softball, and Dave is on call. But everyone else is here. So good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So just as a quick update on programs, recent and that's coming up this summer. Mother and Son Dance that happened on May 19th had about 91 people. I believe the father-daughter dance had 92 roughly. So to see both those dances back, or at least father-daughter and then bringing mother-son dance, seemed to be very entertaining, and seemed like everyone had fun from the videos and pictures I was sent, and I guess my mother was the star of the party though, so. Yeah. So far, Big Bucks and Young Bucks football, 2 Sundays in, nothing but good news from what Chief Gagan and I have heard. We've had 30 youth players sign up for it, and then 3 players have showed up the day of as a drop-in. And I was doing some recruiting last night to get some of the soon-to-be freshmen to show up this Sunday, just to get some extra work in and keep building on that. Swim lessons so far for session 1, we have 63 swimmers. Session 2 has 13. I imagine that will pick up. A lot of families are, from what I'm hearing, are waiting to see how session 1 goes and the progression, and kind of get more of the lifeguards' input as far as what their child or children should do for session 2. We had to move the Monday, Wednesday class to Monday, Fridays due to staffing availability, which I think, after talking to Brian, it actually makes a lot more sense. That way, your Monday, Wednesday group's not going Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday before getting into swim lessons. They only have to wait 2 or 3 days. And then we're actually looking at adjusting it next year as well. Tour de Loc's coming up on Saturday, June 24th. Day of registration, 6:30 a.m. right at the pool house. Race will start a little bit earlier this year just to try and get the runners out of the heat a little sooner. So at 7:15 that will start, and then as of this morning we had 15 runners signed up, and I actually walked into an envelope with a registration on my desk, so we're actually at 16, which we're on pace to match at least what we had last year, which was 28. Camp Gold Ball, July 18th, 19th, 20. 30 players signed up this far from grades 3rd through 12. I have confirmation from head coach Nat Clark at Husson that some coaches and or players will make their way down on the 19th to help out and give some words of wisdom. So looking forward to that. Skills and Drills basketball camp the following week. 14 players have signed up so far. That's grades 1st through 8th. And Thomas College women's coach Jason Coleman will be making an appearance on the 26th as well. As far as what he'll be doing, as far as just helping out, or if he'll actually kind of run the day, we're still working on ironing out those details, but he'll make an appearance. And then Shooting Stars soccer camp, August 8th, 9th, and 10th. I believe it's grades 1 through 8, 5 to 8 p.m. No, it's right there. It is grades 1 through 8. I saw Coach Keenan at MMA make a Facebook post in I believe it was Bucksport Main Area Events page. So I quickly saw that and DM'd him, said, hey, can we talk? And he's up to basically running the camp for us. He's not asking for payment, he's just asking for a donation from the camp to the women's soccer program. So I was like, that's fine by me. So he'll be down for those 3 nights. The ideal location would be the soccer game field. I know Anthony was hesitant on it with it being so close to the season. But the way I was looking at it is most kids are hardly on that field as it is, gets them under the lights.
Just take advantage of the lights.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason.
So that was my plan and ideal, so.
We just need to get people to understand that you can practice certain drills. You don't have to stand in the same spot for 4.5 months long. You know, it's like the football team doesn't understand that you can kick field goals through both ends of the field. They have to do it just one way, but I'm hoping the new coach, we're gonna do a professional development activity. I'm gonna walk them around the field and show them both ends, so, but we'll work on that.
Field management.
Yeah. You know, you never know. It could be a big game. You may need to kick it the other way to get a win.
All depends on what you pick for the second half. Which end you start at. which
That's
end you
fair.
end at.
Get after him, coach.
And I've actually seen one of our, I think she's 4th grade, she's doing one-on-one trainings with Coach Keenan.
Yeah.
And some of the drills he has her doing is challenging, but she's moving, she's learning. So she's not staying in one spot.
Oh, that's good. Well, I'm just talking, a lot of times our goalies, they go in the same goal on the same end. And there's another goal on the other end. Why can't we go down there? Well, because it's not convenient. It's 30 yards further that other way. And then they complain
Way
because
down the other end.
it's all the way down the other end. And then they
The goal
complain
goes to
because
the
there's no
net,
grass in
down
the
to
goal
other
mouth.
end.
Because you wear it out. So, but that's all right. No problem.
No problem at all, so.
You know, but the more they move around, then the more you can use the field, right?
Absolutely. So, just trying to get the kids out active and right before soccer season, so it'll be kind of good for them to get warmed up for their season. There's currently 9 signed up for that, which kind of is surprising with the number of soccer kids that we get in the fall. So I foresee that probably going up some. High school basketball and soccer tournaments. Soccer's still climbing. Still trying to build that and get more teams involved. Basketball is kind of plateaued. I did lose a team from Southern Maine, unfortunately. It was just lack of commitment. Nothing that we can do to control that. Not many sponsorships. But other than that, it's just a work in progress. I'm going to order the awards this week, or at least send them down to Ellsworth to get approved and then ordered. And then as far as summer camp, we got 53 kids signed up. There's 9 staff, including myself. I do have 3 people that have recently applied. One of them's got the application completed, and we're just waiting for it to get into my hands. I did kind of hint that get the application in, like I can hire you.
Yeah.
So just working on that to get kids off the wait list, and then also at least be covered for the summer school kids. I believe out of the 12 or 13 kids that are signed up for summer school and come into camp, 4 of them already accounted for in the camp numbers. So technically that's a little lower than what's in front on the spreadsheet. Monday the pool's opening. Plan is right now is to be open 12 to 6, 7 days a week, outside of July 4th holiday. And then what's not on the piece of paper, actually no it is, I added it this morning, was the community gathering with pickup soccer, walking group, playground group, or skate scooter where people can come and join others, meet up for an hour, 2 nights a week, right over at the Elm Street complex. I know the grounds crew was hesitant on having it over there, and kind of keeping the tradition over at the soccer fields. But so I'll have to just get a trailer to hook it up and bring over 2 of the goals so that they're not just sitting in the guess, the pathway between the soccer field.
Have you checked in with summer baseball?
I've been in the loop. There hasn't been, until recently, there hasn't been much summer baseball happening over there. From what Josh told me, the Legion team's practicing more in Ellsworth,
Okay.
and then there's a few dates, and from what I've seen, most of them aren't Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Okay.
But I'm gonna actually put those into the.
I do know they like to play a couple of games every year over here, so just so everybody's aware of it.
One thing we talked about was, I mean, although it started, you know, with soccer as the focus, if something came up, we could just pick a different activity to gather to do. So we're out of the way, but still getting out there.
Try to share the screen with Andy.
think it's
I'm not that
Microsoft.
advanced.
Hi, Andy.
Good morning, Andy.
Morning, Andy. I'm trying to share the screen, but I'll send you the notes from today.
Okay.
That works. Tennis court update. It's actually in the ice rink.
Just back to the baseball thing, just out of
Yep.
conversation at the high school last few days, meeting with Aaron and other people on schedules, and he did get a call from Anthony Hamlin, who's running some, they've been here before, so he did call about that field too, so you may wanna talk to Aaron about schedule, just so that you
Yeah,
know,
no,
I don't know if
Aaron's-
they're coming or not, but.
Yeah, Aaron's forwarded me or CC'd me on a response.
To Anthony
I don't
Hamlin.
think it was Anthony. I'll double check
Yeah,
the
that was
email.
a new one within the last day or two, I was up there, so.
Okay. I'll
It's
double
food
check.
for thought, that's all.
Yeah. And I know Main Sting wants to hold a tryout at the end of summer on the field as well. I'm just waiting for them to get paperwork back to me to submit to the right individuals for approval. Tennis court and ice rink update. Rich said on June 27th, the borings are being done at both locations. He did advise, I forget who he said it was coming,
SW Cole.
SW Cole, to basically do as far as the ice rink, which end to do and focus on. That way we don't have to remove the modified ice rink boards, which is fine by me.
Believe it.
So that will get done, step in the right direction. And as of this morning, the fitness room summer hours went into effect, 6 AM to 8 PM. And that will go until August 25th, unless the school needs us to shorten that up sooner.
I don't think so. The construction is right on track. They're actually ahead. Should be a crane on site today to lift the HVAC units onto the roof today. Ductwork has already been started to be installed, so they're ready to run. As soon as we opened up, they were hard charging, so.
Nice.
Their goal is to try to get out of there early August, which will help us so we can get in and get everything cleaned up and ready to go, so. No, I think you're good.
Heat system at the ice shack, I did submit to Sue, from two businesses, a heat pump quote and we're just basically replacing the current system with a similar or the same system. I don't think it made the agenda since it technically didn't have a third quote, but I guess in whole there was 4 quotes total, but I wasn't sure if it actually made the council meeting mark.
I don't believe it did. I wasn't at the last one, but I don't believe it did.
So I'll keep looking into getting a
I don't
third
think
one.
we did. I know that she is looking at, you may wanna talk to her again today, cause she just sent out an RFP for this building. So all 3 heat pumps went, two or 3 days ago, all of them went. So you may be able to get in on that and work out a better deal with all of it.
And it sounded like there's good rebates, so.
Yeah, huge rebates
Yeah.
right now, so she's doing this building as we speak. So you wanna speak with her today about getting in on that, for that building.
Gotcha. Okay.
Matt, do you need names of any heating contractors?
Yeah, I could use a few more. I tried, I believe all 3 were local business owners.
Barry's or Ari Foster.
Nope. I did, I think Osborne's Joe Pro and then K&K Creations. But,
You got Dave's World
Yeah.
and Valleys too. Dave's World's in Ellsworth, Valleys is Greater Bangor area.
Yeah, Valley.
Yeah, they're in Harmon.
Ari Foster, we use them. Smart Mechanical out of, I think it's Brewer or Bangor.
okay. So yeah, relatively quick meeting this morning. I mean, just gearing up for summer camp in the pool and
Just back to goal ball, I know for you, we had discussed the last night of football camp and number of people and stuff, I think we'll be okay. Because our 7-on-7 at Hamden that night is at like 8 o'clock at night, so we should be able to be there for at least half to 3/4 of it, so it should be alright.
Update on the middle school field. Grass is arriving. It's growing, which is good. The goal is to have that ready to go for soccer in the fall, which is what we're hoping to do. We've ordered the scoreboards for the baseball. Will also be a baseball soccer combo scoreboard, and softball will be an individual, and we're setting that up. It's hard to describe, but it'll be outside of the fence, but at an angle for both fields. So we'll get that set to go, and this fall they'll come back and they'll do the infields. They're gonna put in 3 inches of infield mix, reset all the bases, rebuild the mound for baseball, and we should be ready to go for spring. With the rain we've had, the good news, the ducks have been misplaced now. They are no longer in the middle of the field floating around. They're down in the back parking lot on a puddle down there, so, which is,
Not a good sign.
no, that was, we had to stop baseball games because ducks were in left field most of the time, but, so that project's taken a while, but it's coming together now quickly, so. They're gonna do another overseed at the end of this month to fill in any gaps, so.
Excellent.
Yeah, the water system's up and running. We are going to have to acquire a new water train because the in-ground sprinklers we just put in the rectangle of the soccer field proper to go into the outfields of baseball and softball was gonna be another 45 to 60 grand. That was a little bit beyond budget, so.
looks great.
It's gonna, and visually you can tell the grade is back where it belongs. It's, you know, it's a nice level field, so.
Good.
Yep. That'll be one more asset for the community up and running, so, you know, so next year at this time, cause that has been traditionally the summer play area for the community soccer, and they right back at it again, so it'll be good.
Hey man, are we still doing that community soccer?
Yep. Tuesdays, Thursdays over on Elm Street, 5:30 to 6:30, or any kind of gear it towards any special activity that the people that are showing up want to do, instead of solely just focusing on soccer. There
Yeah.
might be a group that wants to go play on the playground, or walk, or skate, scoot, or kickball. So kind of turn into just more of a community gathering instead of just geared towards soccer. It'll still be an option.
Yeah.
Kind of
Good.
open the horizons. If that's the proper lingo. Is there anything else?
Not here.
Going once, going twice.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
See you, Andy.
Wow.